Right, good morning Robins and Rabbits and welcome to today's English lesson. Last Friday we had a lesson on grammar and we're going to do another lesson today on grammar where myself and Miss Garachi are going to go through a few questions and then you'll have 10 questions to answer. Remember, you can either print them out and do them straight on the sheet, or you can write them straight into your book. If you need anything printed, always email, because we could always print out these bits and leave out the front of the school. So today the questions we're going to look at together are all going to be around the 4 different sentence types. So there are 4 sentence types. We've got statements, commands, exclamations and questions. And we've looked at them all at some point at school. So statements are most sentences that we read are a statement. And a statement just means it tells you something. If it's a command, it's like our instructions. It's telling us to do something, okay? Command, it's commanding you to do something. Exclamations are the tricky one, okay? Exclamations show really strong feelings and they often have an exclamation mark at the end. But quite often they start with what or how. So I might say, what an amazing piece of work that was. And that would be an exclamation. Or I might say, how amazing was the Christmas holidays, okay? And then questions ask you something, so you need to wait for an answer. So Miss Garachi is going to go through the first example, and I think the pen's already on.
Oh, brilliant. Okay. So the first one I'm going to go through with you today is the sentence below have their punctuation marks covered. So they've been covered up, okay? So which sentence is a question? So I'm looking for something that's going to ask me something, and I would need to respond. So I'm going to go through them. I have finished my puzzle. Is that asking me something? I don't think so. That doesn't need an answer. So I'm just going to put a little cross in that one. Find me a new puzzle. Again, that is not asking me something. I don't need to answer it. So I'm going to put another cross there. Where is my puzzle? Now it starts with where, and lots of questions can start with where, what, how, when, who, or how. Okay, so where is my puzzle? That person who's asking that question, they need a response because they need to help. They need to find it. Now let's just check the last one. What a tricky puzzle this is. Again, that's not asking me a question. So I'm just going to put a cross there. I don't need to answer that one. But where is my puzzle? That needs a response. I'm going to tick that one. Okay.
Right, your next one then is, what is the sentence below? The end punctuation mark is covered up. So, what a fantastic piece of work that is. And I sort of gave you a very similar example when I was going through the 4 different sentence types. So, is it telling us something? Well, it is sort of telling us something. Is it a command telling us to do something? Is it an exclamation? So is it something with really strong feeling, or is it a question? Hopefully some of you have worked out that this would have been an exclamation because it's a really strong feeling. You're going, what a fantastic piece of work that is. You really, really mean it. And I said those 2 words, what or how, sentences often start with, like how amazing my day was. Those are the 2 key words for exclamation sentences.
Okay, third one we're going to look at together. Tick 1 box in each row to show whether the sentence is a question, a statement, or a command. Okay, so I'm going to look at this first one. It says, in autumn, many trees lose their leaves. Well, that is just telling me something. It's not asking me something. It's not telling me to do something. So that's just one of our normal sentences. It's a statement sentence. Look at the trees carefully. Now, at the beginning of the lesson, Miss Walsh reminded you that our instruction writing with our imperative verbs like look, pick, get, use, they're all commands, okay? So that is, look at the trees carefully. It's telling me to do something, so that one is a command, okay? Scientists are studying how trees can live for thousands of years. That's not a question. It's not telling me, I don't need to answer it. It's not telling me to do something. It's just giving me information. So it's another statement sentence. And the last one, how can you tell a tree's age? So that sounds like as someone's asking something, they're waiting for a response. How? So questions can start with how, but so can the exclamation sentences sometimes as well. So be careful with those ones.
And the last one we're going to do together is another exclamation one, because I think those are the trickiest out of the 4 types. And it's which sentence uses an exclamation mark correctly. So they've all got exclamation marks down, but only one uses it correctly. So, what a beautiful picture you've drawn. Okay, so what a beautiful picture you've drawn. Have a look at this. Some of you will link this back to our spelling word. Got a contracted word there for you have, you've. Do you like art? Oh, that needs an answer. What should that have if that needs an answer? Do you like art? It's a question. It's asking us something. So it shouldn't be that at the end. It should be a question mark. How did you make the colour so bright? So it's asking you a question. We want to know how you made the colour so bright. Can you help Samir finish his painting? That's another question. So this person is getting a little bit confused with question marks and exclamation marks. So the one we didn't check was this top one. What a beautiful picture you've drawn. That's an exclamation. You're saying it with really strong emotion. And the rest are all questions. So today then, very similar to last week, but you've got the second paper today, paper 2, and you have got 10 questions to answer. If there's any you're not sure on and your parents are not sure on, you can always email us and we can help you, but hopefully lots of these we've already covered in class anyway. So have a good day.